west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Lynch, and he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right on the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. The offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They try again with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Demarius. That'll bring it 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, something you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs aren't working now. They turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First down, the run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
Cut that back up.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Carr to throw on second down. Finds Roberts left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
This one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Carr throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket. He got enough for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Now they throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown new season, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you run a slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's on with the stride. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you got to get it back, even with just 1 throw.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The first update from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Letting one go deep for Rupp. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Being chased out left. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch who appears to have been shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Second down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw here. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Carr. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And to give this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And that is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
To throw on third down, Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. D. Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Broncos on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Lynch running the counter. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. And he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. William Hayes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Carr to throw on second down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll set up a throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Lynch busting free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Sanders. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw here. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man on the out route. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter